Okay, if you have found this video on YouTube, you are probably interested in electroforming and electroplating. And if you haven't started yet, I have a school for electroforming and electroplating. But this video is an introduction to the advanced course dealing with organics. Now, that doesn't mean you can't learn from it. In fact, I would probably like to have the information about the advanced stuff first, and that way I know what equipment and what kind of chemicals I need to look for in my area in order to get started for the beginner. There will be a beginner class later, but for right now I really wanted to focus on the harder first before I started getting into the beginner lessons. So in this course we are looking at using complex organics, leaves from your garden, how to use them in a composition, how to plate them, what stages, when, dead organics. In this case it was a dead leaf, very delicate. Skulls, how to mount crystals in the skulls, how to plate the skulls, how to add metal to the skulls. Partial bones, instead of doing the whole skull you could do like partial of the skull. How to plate only in a part, and then when you take it out of your solution it remains that color, but then you have the option to strip the coating off and then keep the natural bone and then be able to dye the bone afterwards. Organics like wood, where you can plate it in certain areas but keep the natural wood behind. Fully plating wood. In the video I also covered this project called the Crown of Sorrow. It's a fully plated crown with lotus thorns and all kinds of crazy. It's fun. Plants, flowers are covered in here. Feathers. So in this course I have 3 different paints and inks that I use professionally, that I mix. All the recipes are in it, everything. Also a large content of it is sealing, stones, crystals. That's kind of a beginner thing, but just in case you need some ground level, there's there. Some of the paint is kind of a beginner thing, but again I wanted to keep like a package together that you could use to make very complex things. So in case you are needing those core fundamentals, I also included those in this course, even though I might include those into the beginners too. Alright, before you sign up for the course, I want you to know, I want to disclaim everything. So one of the things is I use chemicals, paints, stuff in this video that might not be available in your country. I can't do anything about that, but by knowing things that I use, maybe you can find alternatives in your country. Just know you're taking it upon yourself. I can't do anything about availability. The course is in English, pure English. I do have a couple recipes that are available written, but and you can translate those into whatever country that you are from, but just know that the bulk of the content is in video English. By taking the advanced course, you already have plated something. You are probably already using electroplating or electroforming in some way. It does not show how to mix formulas for electroplating. It only shows how to seal, how to prep, how to be able to get it to the stage. It does show several things on, like when you put it in your bath, how you would put floating objects in baths, how do you make it so that the whole thing plates, not just partial plating, because the fact that it's not getting the current that it needs. It does show that, but in this course, you do have to have some knowledge and experience plating before you take the advanced. Alright, sweet. Cool. So if you're very interested in this thing called electroforming and electroplating and just want to get a heads up on some of the advanced stuff, if you've been doing it for a while and you just want to, now start using some of these things that you find laying around and you're just really scared about how to electroplate those, this course will be amazing for you. Okay, so the link is below. If you're interested, check it out. Have a good one.